Is the man of the night so far, and really the man of the year so far for the Dallas Stars, Mike Modano. And the game story certainly involves him. He figures prominently with both of the goals for the Stars so far. They've been very strong positionally, and the Sharks, well, they have done a good job staying with the Stars. They're within a goal here.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. Doesn't matter what happened the first 40 minutes. They're within one shot of getting themselves tied in this hockey game. I'm sure a very strong lecture from Coach Constantine between periods, and interesting to see how the first shifts go here in the third period for the Sharks.
Everyone's taking their seat here and set to go for this third period. Sharks skate left to right here in the third as Michael Sikora takes it from the faceoff, fires it into the Dallas zone. Treadwell driving it toward the net. Bob Airy trying to center it for Goodrow. Might have been better to just whip around and take a shot at Andy Moe. It's broken up by Shane Churla, who brings it down the left side. He and Sikora tussle along the boards. Puck goes to the corner. And here we go back to this brand of play again here. A lot of action in the corners and around and along the boards. Flat taken to the boards by Zettler as the Sharks try and force it out, but can't. Churla with the slap shot right into Craigwell. Dale blocking that comes back out to the neutral zone.
He got his own player there.
Darian Hatcher hitting Shane Churla. That's a guy you don't want to tick off. I want to remind you on Tuesday night when the Toronto Maple Leafs are here, it's a great opportunity for you to help some of the victims of the terrible firestorms in Southern California. We will have collection barrels set up at all the entrances here at the arena, bringing along some non-perishable items, some canned food, some new toys. So many unfortunate people whose lives have really been changed forever. They've virtually lost everything, and they need our help. So please bring things to drop off here beginning at 6 o'clock Tuesday night. That's when the Toronto Maple Leafs are here to play the Sharks. That's the final game of the homestand. Touched up behind the Stars net, but after it was blown down by the official, and the faceoff will come back to center ice. And there's Doug Jarvis.
In the record books.
He is indeed in the record books in the National Hockey League. And his record is the most consecutive games played. He broke the old record by Gary Unger. Steve Larmer, who had a holdout earlier this season, had his string interrupted. He was within striking range of Jarvis' record, but it'll stand for some time now. Doug Jarvis, of course, a great career with the Montreal Canadiens, and then finished it up with the then Minnesota North Stars.
Randy, we talk about how offense has to be more people contributing for the Sharks, and Larionov and Makarov looking after most of them. First two periods of this hockey game, neither one of those two players have had a shot on goal so far, so the Stars know where the offense is coming from those two people, keeping a close watch on them.
Mike McPhee with the puck at center ice, fires it across the blue line. Stars will go for a quick line change here. Sharks want to try and take advantage of it if they can, as Ozolinsh hurries the puck out to Falloon. He'll lose it at center to Russ Portnoy. Portnoy backhands it right into the feet of Falloon again, who have to be careful not to get in a too many men on the ice situation there. When you're right by that open door, you don't want to be playing that puck when you've already got 1 foot on the ledge. And they're back in the corners again. Smolek trying to wrestle his man off the puck does. Now Larionov breaks it out across to Garpenlov. Garpenlov looks for Makarov back on the right side, held up by Aaron Broughton. Makarov back to the middle. Larionov plays it to the corner. Here's Garpenlov trying to get set now. Garpenlov checked by Aaron Broughton, and he turns the puck back over. And Johan Garpenlov having some trouble one-on-one when he's got that puck along the boards. The Stars go offside, and they'll bring it out with 17:41 left. Third period here. Dallas up 2-1.
Before the game, Brian Weber brings you around the Bay. Ken Norton Jr. takes you inside the 49ers, and Scott Farrell is on the bench.
The Sports Channel crew's also in a house.
You've heard all about him.
Yeah, we move a little bit quicker here on the bench.
Now see him on Sports Channel tonight.
We need to give you the skinny, the scoop, and a final word.
Sports Channel tonight, live at 7 p.m. right before every Warriors game. Only on Sports Channel.
Still 2-1, a low-scoring game, as Pete Stemkowski promised. So far, that's what it's been. Some of the things coming up here to the San Jose Arena. Monday night, Sawyer Brown's in. That's going to be a great show. The biggest country show San Jose's ever seen. Depeche Mode comes next Friday. Then on Wednesday, the 17th, NIT basketball. Cal squares up against Santa Barbara. Dorothy Hamill's Ice Capades November 18th to the 21st. Volvo Tennis here early in the new year. Neil Diamond coming in for 3 shows. Lots of things going on here in downtown San Jose at the new arena. And there's a guy just off the construction crew here at the new arena.
He's one of the guys up on the beams, just got finished.
Puck cleared by the Sharks, back down into the Stars zone. Icing waved off as Andy Moog leaves it back there for Brad Berry. 2 Mike Modano goals, 1 by Tom Peterson. That's been the offense so far in the hockey game tonight. We're now into the 3rd period. Forced back in by Jeff Odgers. Hatcher back for the Stars. Dave Barr trying to play it by Goodrow, who knocks it right back into the offensive zone. Odgers chasing it down. Stars try to clear it, but can't. Craigwell off the turnover. He'll lose it. Back comes Modano. Just feathers the backhand into Jimmy Waite.
That's the thing to do when you're tired. Just get it in deep, get off. Modano been out there a minute, minute and a half. Fires it towards Waite and gets off the ice.
Sikora now. And he'll dump it in as the Sharks want to complete their defensive change. Now they got a whole new look out there. Moog with some trouble in the crease. Crowd reacting to that as he took a tumble. Now back comes Platt. His shot broken up. Paul Broughton trying to wind for a wrist shot. Ellick had him tied up. Platt will go to the corner. Peterson watching him. Platt dumps it behind the net. Jimmy Waite comes out, turns it over. Here's a chance in front, and Sherla didn't see it. Jimmy Waite gave the puck away in his own zone. Now here's Maley on the pass from Falloon. And again, the Sharks have it broken up just as they cross the blue line. Smolek will leave his man and chase it back down to the end. Sherla up to Voracek. Boy, he's looking to hit somebody. Ledyard banks it off the boards. And now Mike Craig with it. Craig across the line for Tinordi. He'll back away as Peterson bumps it off the boards looking for Falloon.
Sharks just not making anything going their way here. They're just dumping it in, not forechecking quick enough, and not forcing any Stars mistakes in the defensive zone.
Makarov back to help out defensively now after Norton got caught up in some bad ice. Now Makarov losing it for a moment. Norton gets it back. He's tripped up by McPhee. Play goes on as Norton takes a long, hard look at the referee. Here is McLean. McLean works his way across the blue line. McLean on the backhand, and Moog makes the save. Oh, pokes it to this side as McLean got a good look. Now here's Lariana. Dumps it into the open corner. Nobody pinches up to fill it. He thought Norton was going to go down that side, and he didn't.
Well, they got McLean on that side. It's been Garpenloff has been switching off with Jeff McLean playing the left side with Makarov and Lariana.
Here's McLean now to Lariana. Back for Ozolinsh. Winds up and doesn't get the shot away. And now Craig's got a breakaway. Mike Craig down the left side. Craig, the deep, and the save by Wade. Sandis Ozolinsh decided not to shoot, and it almost cost a goal down at the other end.
Well, Jimmy Waite comes up big, but I think he didn't. Craig did not have much of an angle. Came in real deep, and the more you go in, the more the goalkeeper backs in. So there was really nowhere for Craig to shoot. It's very smart play by Jimmy Waite in goal.
Now Rob Zettler up to Makarov. Drops it for Zettler. Zettler steps up, pokes it across the blue line. Had Airy there, but the pass won't reach him. Now Sikora back defensively for the Sharks. 14-14 left in the 3rd period. Tansel will touch it, but it's offside against Dallas. We're in the 3rd period on Sports Channel. We're coming right back.
It's the way we make you feel that makes people fly British Airways. The world's favorite airline.
Well, there's Rob Zettler, and behind him Sandis Ozolinsh, rather pensively thinking over that last play, no doubt. Here's another look at it.
Well, you know, he's trying to throw it across, maybe shoot at the net. Too many things going on in his mind there. Finally, when he decides to do something, it's too late. Watch Craig break down. He's going to get in real deep before he decides to do something. Telegraph said easy. Jeff Norton made a good job of hustling back and bothering Craig on that particular play. And watch this play. Does Moog get tripped by David Maley? Take a look right there. There's Maley's skate. Knocks Andy Moog to the ice. Technically, that should be a penalty, but no call by referee Richard Trottier.
Well behind the play, and Trottier probably didn't see it. Settler using the back dasher boards to get it away.
The referee making excuses for the refs. We're going to be very popular with these guys, Randy.
They're people too. Here's Barr. Craigwell trying to tie him up. Barr trying to kick it free and does. Now here's Dahlin. Dahlin with the big reach. Beat his man, but on the backhand he fans as Sikora recovered. Nice recovery by Michael Sikora as Dahlin got around him, but then couldn't get the shot away. Now Modano knocks the puck down with his glove, gets ahead of steam at center ice. Crisscrossing with Barr, fires it in along the glass. Here's Barr to the corner, leaves it go for Dahlin. Here's Dahlin, he sees Modano in front, the shot stopped by Wade, and the rebound cleared out by Goodrow. Airy chasing after it, can't get there in time, and the Stars will just dump it into the neutral zone. They'll go for a quick change. Peterson just fires it back in. Moog on the one-up, but it's an offside call back at center ice with 13:09 left.
Well, Andy Moog has had 17 shots directed his way so far this year. Over at the other end, close as far as the shot totals are concerned. Jimmy Wade, he's had to come up big last couple minutes. Good shift there by Ulf Dahlin, using his good size to come out of the corners. You know, usually you're in the corner with the puck. The defender maybe look for somebody in the slot. But look at the Dahlin, how he uses some smart playing here. He'll just come right out of the corner, right in front of net. Says, I don't see anybody open. Maybe I'll try and do it myself. Comes in, tries to tuck it in, but Jimmy Wade makes the stop.
Sharks on the attack. Chance for Malone. He scores!
Well, he's got the shot. That obviously hit something in front of the net. It was a little waist high, but the crowd loves it. That gets the Sharks in this hockey game. 5th goal of the year for Pat Falloon. A lot of time to shoot it. When you shoot from out there, you gotta hope it hits something. Take a look at it. Falloon will shoot this puck. You'll see it cross the red line. There's traffic in front of Moog. There's the traffic right there. He cannot see. He's briefly screened right there. There you see the puck hit to the right, coming right in and around. Andy Moog did not see that puck as Falloon really let a bullet go on that one. That goes across the red line, and Pat Falloon has his 4th goal of the season.
Chuck, that will make it his 5th. Don't want to take one away from him, Pete. Garpenlov and Ellick pick up the assists. Ellick now with assists on both shot goals. So Pat Falloon with the big slap shot from the high slot ties things up here, and now the crowd gets back into it as Falloon finds a way to elevate the Sharks, who really have struggled since the first period with this Dallas team.
Well, somebody had to, go for it with Makarov and Larionov getting a lot of defensive attention. Somebody's got to step forward. It's number 17, Pat Falloon, who's going to be called upon a lot of times to do that. Got a good shot. Use it. He did, and he scored.
So there's Falloon. I don't want to say he's really been in a slump. He's the 2nd leading scorer on the team, but clearly, as you mentioned, Pete, he's a guy you look for 20 to 30 goals from, and they have not been coming with frequency, and that's good to see from number 17. Now the face-off back in the Shark zone. 12:43 left to go here in the 3rd period. A 2-2 hockey game. Again, the Sharks find themselves in a low-scoring affair. Kevin Constantine promised this all year long. He said, get used to it. You won't see a lot of blowouts here. Modano with the wrist shot, and Wake got the blocker on it quickly as Modano's bid for a hat trick there is denied. Now Craigwell back at center ice. As things may open up a little bit here now. Here's Bob Airy, left side. Airy, nice move, but then he is hammered by Tenorti. Bob Airy slow to get up.
Real slow.
As he was absolutely cold-cocked. Now was Ledyard. Boy, Ledyard plays a lot bigger than he looks. I thought that was Tenorti back there. That was Grant Ledyard, he just gave the lumber to Bob Airy, who's going right to the dressing room.
He really got Colcott breaking in. You cut in front of the net like that, you take your life into your hands. Watch Airy, good hustle as he sees a loose puck. Watch Ledyard's got him lined up. Here's Airy, look at that. The head is down, and look at this. Bang, right there behind the net. Airy sliding into the boards. He is hurt, but he got off the ice under his own steam and headed right for the locker room. Here's Erie making the jump. He's going to try and maybe cut across and get a good shot on goal, but as he does, head goes down. He looks at the puck for a minute, and boy, did Grant Ledger level him and knocked him flying into the boards. Erie's gone to the locker room for some repairs.
Ledyard, 6'2", 195, and he's from your hometown, Winnipeg. They grow him strong there, Stemmer. He absolutely created a train wreck there.
His father, I think, was a quarterback.
He was, and as Moog has some trouble with the bouncing puck, and the gas comes up from the crowd. He'll hold it there for the face-off. Moog has
all his teeth.
He has all his teeth. He also has the most wins among active goalies and the top winning percentage. He's closing in on 300 NHL wins. He'll probably get him this year, injury notwithstanding. Not too proud of this, though.
This is a very difficult shot for a goalkeeper. When that puck's bouncing, that's like a knuckleball. It looks like it's easy, but you never know where it's going to go. Luckily, he got his body behind it and was able to stop it.
Off the face-off, Craig Ludwig back across to the other side as the Stars find themselves in a tied hockey game here after 2 Modano goals had given them a lead. Nice check by Ozelins along the far boards. Sandis with it now. Breakout pass for Garpenlov. With Larionov and Makarov. Garpenlov crossing the line. Makarov and a weak backhand handled by Moog. He'll hold it for a face-off.
A little bit more jump in the offensive here. Something happens good to the Sharks. Somebody does something. It brings up the whole team. And that goal by Falun. You see Makarov taking a little knock by somebody there. Now the offense starts to gear, and you're going to see Larionov, Makarov, and whoever's on that left side see a lot of ice time, hoping maybe they can put something up on the board. Look at Garpenlov breaking down that right side. He's looking for one of his line mates. He's able to slot Makarov right there, but he's in traffic. Wasn't able to get much wood on it. Just a slight shot towards Andy Moog.
7-game point streak. That's the second longest in the NHL right now. Eric Lindros has an 11-game point streak, but Makarov has really fueled the offensive fire of late for the Sharks. Right now that streak on the line. He's not been in on the 2 goals so far, as the Stars have it from the faceoff. Emerson works his way to center. White will dump it over to Duchesne in the corner. He sidesteps a check. Tried from Smolik, gave it away behind the net, but gets it back. And now Duchesne will use the glass to clear the zone. Tinordi gloves it down for Dallas. 2-2 the score. 11:09 left to go in the third period. As the Sharks try to continue this great stretch recently that saw them go undefeated in 4 of their last 5. There's a steal up at the line by the Stars. McPhee trying to feed it home in front. Had Evason there, but couldn't get it to him. Now Falun leaves it for Ellett. Ellett trying to get it back for Falun. Off his stick as he was poke checked from behind. McPhee comes back to center for Dallas.
You notice what the Sharks are doing and what they strive to do from day one. Ellett and Falun up the ice offense. Duchesne stays back just in case there's some problems. There were. Duchesne was able to be a back checker coming back the other way.
Jim Johnson for Dallas. That'll come to wait. On the boards, Modano trying to keep it there for Dallas. Modano trying to get it out of his skates. Zetler with the check. Modano pokes it free. Here's Dave Barr. Modano goes right for the front of the net's got a stick hand free, centers it, and it's taken by Odgers. Tried to play it ahead for Goodrow. That's stolen by Ludwig. He'll dump it back in.
Well, you notice Dale Craigwell's on the ice with Modano. As soon as he released the puck, he went for the hole. Dale Craigwell just stayed with him all the way.
Puck goes up into the seats, and we'll get a face-off with 9:59 left. Great instincts by the goal scorer Modano. We'll be back.
18! Hot, hot!
Randy on to Pete Stemkowski back at the San Jose Arena. Hope you're enjoying the action tonight. I want to remind you there's a great chance if your hobby, and I wonder if Jeff Odgers is photography. Sharks are looking for pictures that show off the Sharks logo, and they will award prizes in these 10 categories. Everybody who enters gets a free roll of 35mm color film from Polaroid, along with a chance for a 2-night stay at either the Chateau in Napa Hyatt Regency in Monterey or the Queen Anne in San Francisco. Winners also get tickets to the Chicago Blackhawk game here on February 13th. And the winning photo will also be displayed at the arena and at Shark stores. Just send your picture, color or black and white, to Shark Sightings, 525 West Santa Clara, San Jose 95113. We won't be able to return the photo, and the deadline is January 12th as the Stars have it inside the Shark zone. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Now Sandis Ozolinsh reaching out for the loose puck, has it at center ice. He also has Jeff McLean, and he has him offside.
Yeah, that's where you got to give the puck to Jeff McLean. He is skating down that left wing. Sandis Ozolinsh knows that. McLean has to stop at the blue line. If he does, he's not much good to you, so you got to give it to him. The wingers are skating and defensemen have the puck. They have to give it to him. That particular play, he did not. McLean slides over the blue line ahead of the play and creates the offside.
Jeff McLean scored his first NHL goal Sunday night in his first NHL game that sent it into overtime in the third period. Trying to get things going here now. Maybe the big goals in the third period are his thing. Here's Lariana. Now Ozolinsh. Almost turned it over in his own zone, but got it to Lariana. Boy, that pass up the middle in the third period can be a killer.
As they would say in the province of Quebec, it would be très dangereux.
Here's McLean tied up at center ice. Stars get the puck free and is played back by Platt. Here's Ozolinsh again. Wanted McLean, too far for him. Jim Johnson sends it ahead. Now to this side. Shane Churla had it but lost it. Ozolinsh wheels out of his own zone. He's got good speed. Ozolinsh, the backhand feed, wanted Larionov. Wasn't there. Dahlin on the steal. He'll just flip it into the zone as the Stars finish up a change. Modano forechecking and forced that pass by Smolik. Gave it back to Tenorti. Now Smolik back in front of his own net. 2-2 the score in the third period. And now the Sharks are just content to clear out of their own zone at times. Putting the pressure on again as Dave Barr takes it, plays it ahead. This is Modano. Then just dump it in. Jimmy Waite trying to settle the bouncing puck. Stars have it played out left wing side. Modano was there, quickly turns for the shot. It hits Smolek's skate. Now Dave Barr in the corner, pinned there by Peterson. They try and kick it free. Churla trying to dig it out. Does. Smolek trying to tie him up. Action in front of the net as Peterson and Barr are going at it. Now Todd Ellick, who has 2 assists tonight, along the near boards. Back into the corner, centered, and Waite gets a stick on it. Rebound shot, that's wide on the wrist shot effort from the slot by Ledyard. Now here comes Duchesne, 3-on-2. He's got Makarov and Ellick. Duchesne across the line, drops it for Falloon. Falloon in our goal. Set board! Pat Falloon!
Pat Falloon was fresh. Sergei Makarov went off the ice. The North Stars had been on the ice for a long time, but look at the play. Duchesne makes a great play as he stops, waits for Pat Falloon, who just came from the bench. He comes in, he's got his legs. Watch him snapping on the short side on Andy Moog right there. There's a happy Pat Falloon, his second goal of the hockey game. Duchesne coming in. Here's Falloon coming in off the bench, gets a step on the defender. There's the shot, right, just touches the goalpost. Short side in the net. Sharks got a couple of goals here in the third period. Pat Falloon's got both of them. And the Sharks are ahead by a score of 3-2.
Second goal tonight for Falloon comes at 12:08, and the Sharks lead for the first time since the first period. 3-2. Now Rob Zettler back of the San Jose net. Ahead for Erie. He missed his man. Stars jump right on it. Craig gets it down to the right side, and the shot turned aside by Waite. Hatcher with it. Goes by Goodrow. Then he runs into Sikora, prone on the ice. Comes back in front, and a chance, and that goes through as Evason was parked right in front. Erie in the corner as the Stars are coming right back at the Sharks here. Johnson tried to kick it free, and it comes to Erie. Sharks 3-on-2 with Goodrow and Sikora, and Erie will just dump it in. Sharks want a line change.
Absolutely. Always a letdown in the past with the Sharks. Right after they score a goal, they seem to let down a little bit. That can't happen here. 6.5 minutes to play, and they're up by a goal.
The time you see is that remaining in the game, or at least in regulation. 6:49. Here's Ozolinsh at the right point. Dumps it to the corner. Garpenlock trying to hurry it up. Ledyard has him along the boards. Now Makarov picks it up. Makarov leaving it in the corner for Lariana. Back in front for Makarov! Backhand try, and he can't get it off. Here's Garfinlov. Back for Ozelin. Winds up. Tip. And Moog made the save. Back come the Stars now, starting at their own blue line. A little over 6 minutes to go as it's dumped in by Russ Courtnall. Wade takes his time, plays it along the boards. Courtnall right back in front again, and a chance for Tansel, and it's broken up by Ozelin to Falloon, and Falloon will just dump it in as the Sharks need fresh legs. Check behind the net, misses. Modano plays it out. At center ice now, Courtnall with Modano. He was offside, and the whistle blows. 3-2, the Sharks lead. Don't go away.
Dakota Sport carries a lot of things, like a driver's airbag and rear wheel anti-lock brakes. It carries more shoulder room, more hip room, and more cargo room than a comparable Ford Ranger or Chevy S10. But perhaps the most impressive thing Dakota Sport carries is this very attractive lease rate. Dakota Sport, a little bigger, a lot better. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
2 Falloon goals here in the third have brought the Sharks back in front 3-2. Want to remind you, a great way to come and enjoy the Sharks is with a group. Get 25 of your closest personal friends together. They don't even have to be your friends. You don't even have to like them.
Just grab anybody in off the street.
Anybody that you can, bring them together. 25 of you or more. Call Mary Ross. She is your friend because she's got discounted tickets for special games. 408-999-5765. More information on Sharks group tickets. There's a group, and the whole group here is feeling pretty good.
No,
the Sharks are leading.
The third period has been the Sharks' game. Two periods, so-so Sharks decided to turn it up here in the third period, and that's what good teams are all about. This is a team that's heading in the right direction. The Sharks, they knew this game was in reach. They're only down by 1 at the end of 2, and come up with 2 goals here in the third period to lead this hockey game.
Here's Modano on the faceoff, wins it for Dallas. Flat plays it right behind the net. Smolek, who does pick up an assist on the Falloon goal, the last one, plays it back out to center ice with help from Duchesne. Now Tenorti sends it right back in again. Smolek runs into some black jerseys, come to the point, shot from out there. Wade just tried to find it. Here's Falloon now on a break down the left side. Miscontrolled the puck just a little bit. Ledyard will get back for Dallas. 5:24 left here in the third. Ledyard to Modano. Zettler tried to line him up, but Modano saw him coming. Anyway, plays it up the boards for Duchesne. Gaetan Duchesne can't get by his man at the point. It comes back to him. Now Duchesne off his stick again, and finally he clears it to center ice. Sharks were getting tired now. They're trying not to get caught on the change. Here's McPhee back to the point, but Dallas is offside with 5:02 to go.
Dean Evason just getting up over the blue line. The Sharks just lining up. There must be 3 guys across that blue line challenging the puck carrier. He's the hero. He's been the game so far. 2 goals here in the third period, the tire and the game, or the goal that has put him ahead. And Bob Gainey would like somebody to over on his side there to get one and get his team back in this game, losing in Anaheim the other night, and right now they're 5 minutes away from going down to the hands of the Sharks here.
I tell you, lost at home to Ottawa as well last week. It's been a rough stretch for the Dallas Stars, but this one's not over. Here's Darian Hatcher, takes it across center. Evason trying to drive it into the zone. Zettler denies him. Now Evason's got it again. Left side for Hatcher. Hatcher, weak shot to the side of the net. Wade steers it to the corner. Sikora bumps his man in the corner. Now Craigwell throws a check up high, but the Stars trying to squirm out of it. Mike Craig, who got away, up into the high slot, the wrist shot, and as Jimmy Wade got that, he does, in the glove, and he'll hold it.
He makes the save on the play. I think it was an offside. I think that was
They're going to bring this faceoff outside the blue line.
I think it was an offside. Craig may have just carried that puck a little bit over the red line. I think with the crowd yelling.
Over the blue line.
Yeah, over the blue line. Nobody heard it. And I think he just went and took. I don't think either the Sharks or any of the North Stars really heard that. That's why the faceoff is outside on the play. And he shot it. Wade stopped it, and then the faceoff, because of the offside, comes outside. And you know, in this last 4:29 of this third period. One person that the Sharks particularly will be watching will be Mike Modano. He wants the puck. He's the kind of a guy that wants to make a difference in the hockey game. So Sharks are going to stay real close to him the rest of the way.
Now Modano to take the face-off against Igor Larionov. Just outside the Shark zone. He cleanly wins it to Tenorti. Now to the other side for Ledyard. Ledyard's got Dahlin in front. He wanted him on the backhand feed. Now Modano out of the corner. It's poked away by Ozolinsh. He'll reach out, and Makarov will keep it along the boards. Nice pass ahead for Garpenlov. He's got one man to beat. Garpenlov. Shot! The save by Moog as Johan Garpenlov did well to get a stick on that. Makarov on the redirect. That's wide. Now Dahlin picks it up on the far boards with 4 minutes left. Sharks lead by a goal as it's sprayed across the front of the net. Tenorti is shot. That's tipped up high. Stays in play. Makarov after it, but it's shoveled behind the Shark net again with 3:46 left in regulation. Garpenlov to Norton. Here's Norton. Just dumps it into the neutral zone. Glove down there by Ledyard. Waits for everybody to clear, and he'll send it back as Dallas makes a change or two. Norton to the point, and it gets by Darian Hatcher. That's a big get by. It goes all the way down.
Go, go, go.
2 goals by Pat Falloon here in the third period has brought the Sharks back. Here's Hatcher. Dumps it into the zone. Neil Broughton after it. Does Smolek a good job. Now Moog comes way out and just gets to it ahead of Pat Falloon. And now the Sharks are arguing that Moog should be called for delay of game here.
Absolutely. Duchesne is right in the face of referee Richard Trottier. Pretty well. He's put the whistle away for the third period, so no reason to really call anything here. Kevin Constantine, hey, that was one like that was called a couple of games ago. Why not now? There's Odgers. He's in there, and Hatcher's in there also, but there's the man who makes those decisions, Richard Trottier. I'll tell you, Moog looked like a shortstop on that one. Look at this. Look how he gloves this one. He comes out and gets it one time. Look, that's a rolling puck. And that's pretty good. Oh, over to first. You got him.
We didn't get a chance to get a good replay of Pat Falloon's first goal that tied it, but here it is.
Yeah, look at him coming, fighting off a defender. Some good dekes there. There's the shot. Look at the traffic out in front. Three North Stars there, one Shark. Moog, it was just crossed. He was screened at the last minute. And that was the goal that tied it for the Sharks.
You can see I don't want to say grin on Pat Falloon's face, but his spirits are lifted tonight. He's gone through a little bit of a drought here the past couple of weeks, but 2 big goals tonight here in the third. Now the Sharks need to hang on and get 2 points out of this as McPhee dumps it in. 3 minutes left as Zettler plays it along the boards, held in by the Stars. Now Zettler after it again. He'll just flip it to center ice. Sharks will chase it. Here's Goodrow after it, and he just got to it a half-second late. Airy bumped off the puck by McPhee as Airy has made 2 trips to the dressing room for injuries of various sorts. Goodrow's stick was held. Play goes on as Trottier seemingly is going to require something just short of decapitation now to blow the whistle because he's letting some things go. May as well go home. Hatcher trying to send it in, but Broughton got in ahead of the puck. Now they go right side with it. Portnoy winds. That's blocked by Zettler. Portnoy after the rebound, and it comes back out, and Craigwell at center ice. He'll just dump it in.
A shift apiece here, no mistake. Sharks know that. Dump it out of their own zone any way they can. Always keep the puck ahead.
Here's Modano crossing the line. Turns at the point. Plays it across for Courtnall. He's got some time. Now to the other side. Shot saved by Jimmy Wade. Oh, Dahlin first timed it, and Wade came up big.
Play of the game right there.
Now Ledyard to center ice, too far for Tenorti. This should be icing against Dallas. Well, they waved it off. Here's Dahlin on the far side, in front for Modano. On the backhand, he turns away from Ozolinsh. Now to Ledyard, lines up, shots, blocked in front, cleared away from the slot. Kept alive by Dallas. Ledyard into the corner. Ozolinsh fans trying to clear it. Here's Courtnall to the side of the net. Larionov trying to adjust his equipment, able to get that puck away, and Makarov clears to center with 1:23 left. Sharks leading 3-2. Ledyard ahead to Courtnall, who dumps it in. Wade settling it for Doug Smolek, who's had a strong game on defense. Here's Peterson across the line to center. He'll just play it into the Dallas zone. Jim Johnson jumps on it there. Andy Moog's out of the net. Dallas net is empty. Mike Craig in the corner, and we get an offside call against Dallas with 1:02 left.
And what the North Stars want to do is get that puck in deep, freeze it hopefully, and get the chance to pull that goalie, go over some strategy, but the Sharks are just able to turn around and dump it out. They know what the North Stars are all about. Moog is on the bench right now, and the face-off is coming out near the center ice area.
There's the Dallas net, vacated by Andy Moog, who you saw over on the Stars bench, and a timeout has now been taken, seemingly by Bob Gainey, to talk over just what they're going to do here, but it also gives Wayne Thomas and Kevin Constantine a chance, of course, to sort things out defensively.
Well, you know they're going to be backed up against the wall here, the Sharks are. This is basically a clutch, grab, everything goes situation. Trottier, the referee, hasn't called anything in the third period. Normally referees will just let anything go with everything going in front of the net, but this is the play of the game right now for Jimmy Wade, as Dowd will make the shot. Madonna will make the play. Watch the play coming over to tossing it around the North Stars. Here's the play. Dowd will just one time it right there. Look at that. He's going for the 5-hole right between the legs of Jimmy Wade. He slid across, kept his legs together. He saves at least the tie with that big save for the Sharks.
17 saves tonight for Jimmy Wade, none bigger than that. 1:02 left. The Dallas net is empty, and now Andy Moog is going to come up about halfway to the blue line just until he sees what happens on this faceoff. No sense giving it away right off the draw.
You got Tom Peterson and Doug Smolik, who played strong games. They're out there. Craigwell, Goodrow, and Bob Airy are your frontline people for the Sharks.
Big face-off here. Madonna at center. He wins it back for Ledyard. Now they'll get Moog back over to the bench. Now he's hesitating as Ledyard finally forces it in. Now Moog's out of the net. Now Smolik has it for the Sharks. Plays it along the boards. He hits Broughton on this side. Ledyard with it. In front, Craig, a drive and turned aside. Still alive. Here's Airy with the loose puck, and he'll clear the zone. 40 seconds left as Ledyard has it back at the blue line. 3-2 Sharks. Here's Broughton. Dahlin trying to backhand it into the crease. Comes around to this side. Chopped out by Goodrow. Held in by the Stars. Here's Madonna, who has both of their goals. Lost it to Craigwell. Here's Dale Craigwell deep in his own zone. Up to center. Airy looking at the empty net. He's got Goodrow. Airy shoots. Score!
It's all over. The poise, the patience of Dale Craigwell made that play. Rather than panic and just drive it anywhere, he held on, saw Bob Airy. Watch Craigwell getting the puck. Now look at the move here. Here you see Goodrow on the right. No passes inside the defensive zone diagonally. Airy gets it before the red line. Goodrow stays onside. There's Airy, got the open net, tucks it in for a 4-2 Shark lead.
And the Sharks will win their 4th game of the year as Tansel holds it in, gets a shot away. Another save for Jimmy Wade. That's going to do it here at the San Jose Arena as Michael Sikora holds it at the buzzer, and the Sharks streak continues. It's one of their best stretches ever. They win it tonight, 4-2. Well, the Sharks head off the ice with another victory under their belts. They now have, in their last 6 games, 9 out of a possible 12 points. Jimmy Wade has back-to-back victories, and the Sharks have a 4-2 final over the Stars of Dallas here tonight at the San Jose Arena. Recapping the scoring in the third period, it was all Sharks, all number 17, Pat Falloon. At 7 minutes from Garpenlov and Ellick, and then Falloon again from Duchesne and Smolik at 12:08, followed by the empty net goal from Bob Airy at 19:45. Dale Craigwell set that up, and that was all the Sharks would need on this night as they defeat the Stars 4-2 in front of 15,009 very happy fans here at the San Jose Arena. Tonight's Sharks game was brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. who reminds you to please drink responsibly because friends know when to say when. Buy the Discover card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back. And buy Gillette Sensor and the new Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. Don't go away. We've got our post-game report coming up here on Sports Channel. Sharks winners again tonight. All right. Happy crowd filing out of the San Jose Arena tonight. The Sharks beat the Dallas Stars. Final score 4-2. The first time the Sharks have ever defeated the Stars franchise, formerly the Minnesota North Stars. Randy Hahn along with Pete Stemkowski. You know, Pete, before this season, the Sharks had only come from behind to win once in the third period in their history. Now in 3 successive games, they've come from behind to win twice, come from behind to tie Pittsburgh here the other night. This is improvement, my friend.
Well, absolutely, and it's a team that's starting to come together, Randy. They're down at the end of 2 periods. You know, he's a coach that's going to go in there. Kevin Constantine's not going to go around tiptoeing around the locker room. He's going to say some words to these guys. He pumps them up, and the fact that they didn't play well in the first 2 periods, they decided this game's on the line in the third period. They came out and did something about it, and they come away with the victory.
You know, and the other thing is you look for leadership. Bob Airey, I think, really officially became the captain here the other night against Pittsburgh when he showed such leadership in the way he came flying out of the gate. And you also look to leadership from your goal scorer. And Pat Falloon has shown leadership in the past. He hasn't had that many goals this year, but tonight he gets 2, and they couldn't have been bigger.
Well, I think, Randy, that's what they needed, somebody to pick up the offensive slack here. Makarov and Larionov were leaned on all during this hockey game. You knew that somebody had to come front, lead the charge, and lead the troops. And I think when they drafted Pat Falloon a couple of years ago, he was number 2 in the draft. They said, this is a good hockey player. This is a guy that's going to lead us someday. And I think that Pat Falloon certainly showed signs of that in this hockey game here tonight.
You know, when we started this broadcast tonight, Pete, we talked about establishing home ice advantage and making the San Jose Arena a tough place to play. Boy, the word's going to start getting out that these are not easy points to come by here in the San Jose Arena.
Not at all. And, and they're hitting, Randy, and that's the most important thing is body checking, intimidation. Teams have to come in here and fear that they're going to get knocked around when they come into this building. And people like Doug Smolik, Zettler, the Sikoras of the world, Duchesne, those kind of people, they're playing the body and setting the pace early, and that's the reason why the Sharks are having some success of late.
All right, time now to meet our Budweiser Player of the Game. And tonight's Budweiser Player of the Game is Pat Falloon. Budweiser, proud to be your Bud. Now let's go down to Steve Paulson with our Player of the Game.
Thank you, Randy. Indeed, Pat Falloon, our Budweiser Player of the Game. Patty, looks like you had the skates laced up pretty tight tonight. You feeling it?
Yeah, I felt pretty good out there. I had a few opportunities early in the game, and then in the third period, I had a couple shots. I was able to find holes.
A lot of the emphasis has been on the first line, Larionov and Makarov. Have you felt any pressure to get the second line coming up here? Now, we'll take a look here at your goal here.
Well, I just stopped up and beat the D kind of just got to the middle and tried to get it on net, back on the short side if I could, and was able to get in there. I think he was screened on the shot, so it was nice to see go in.
Here's the other one when Gaetan brings it in.
Yeah, Duke stopped up there and just gave it to me, and had a little room in the short side and was able to put it in.
That's all. Were you looking to go to the short side, or were you just putting it on net?
Well,
it looks good, huh?
Yeah, I guess I could say I was shooting short side. I don't know, but I guess I saw a little room there, and was able to find it.
How about with Andy Moe? You got a book on this guy? You like to go high on him, or?
Well, as before the game, there's a couple guys asked me, well, what's his strengths or weaknesses, and I said, I'd never scored a goal on him. He played in Boston the last 2 years, and I hadn't scored against him in Boston, so I couldn't really say too much. He's a great goaltender.
You come from behind from Anaheim, beat Anaheim, and also Pittsburgh down 2-0, come back tie 3-3. Tonight down 2-1. This team's changing.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling when you can come from behind and win a hockey game in the third period. You show a lot of grit in doing that, and never give up attitude, and it came through for us again tonight. And it's not a situation you like to be in down going into the third, but the last couple of games we've been able to come back.
Kevin Constantine says this team has to learn how to win. It looks like you guys are.
Well, I think, yeah, we're off the right foot right now. We're playing some pretty good hockey, and we've got a lot of guys playing well for us.
All right, Pat Falloon, our Budweiser Player of the Game tonight. San Jose Sharks over the Dallas Stars 4-2. Pat with 2 goals tonight.
This one kind of makes me cry sometimes. This guy was in the 1,500 meters, and This was in the Olympic trials, American Olympic trials. And he's coming up to the finish line, and he's concerned maybe somebody will come up behind him. He turns to look back to see if there's anybody behind him, catches the spike, falls smack on his face. 5 feet from the finish line. He gets up like this, 7 people go by. He's out. He's finished. 4 years, he's done. He's just, you know, and he went to the interview room and he talked to us. It was so great. He gave us the entire, I feel terrible. Went through the whole thing. Finishes up, walks out, there's his father. Throws his arms around him, the two of them burst into tears. Like, how do you write that? What do you say? It was just so, and that guy never made it, never made the Olympic Games. Didn't make it the next 4 years, he was done. Just a blink of an eye. Too many good stories. The Olympics just full of good stories.
These are the standings updated now in the Pacific Division. The Sharks move in front of Anaheim, who also won tonight, now with 10 points through 15 games, just 6 back of Vancouver and Los Angeles. And it's nice for a change to be looking up instead of looking down, or at least looking not so far up. Here's the stats in the final columns. 24-20, Sharks outshoot the Stars. 1 power play goal in the game, that belonged to Modano. And the face-off, Sharks with a 10 face-off advantage, 35-25 over the Stars. Don't want to get overconfident, Pete. It is only 10 points so far this year, but you got to celebrate the improvement.
Well, the improvement, you know, the celebration will be short. The points will be mailed into the league. There'll be a work day tomorrow. Roll up your sleeves, go back to work, practice tomorrow, and you got a tough team coming in from the East here, the New Jersey Devils, who've been off to a pretty good start so far early here in the season.
That's right. They're in on Sunday. We're on with Sharks Talk at 1:30. Then all the live play-by-play here, a special Sunday matinee at 2. The New Jersey Devils and the San Jose Sharks, their first meeting of the season, and we hope you can join us for a matinee on Sunday. Sharks win tonight, 4-2. Good night, everybody.
When we had a thirst to dress, we went and got fresh. Image is nuts. But thirst is everything.
This holiday season,